Hello guys and welcome to my channel Knowledge Transfer. In today's topic we are going to cover accounts receivable basic setups for Oracle Fusion. So what are the basic setups? These are all the basic setups which we need to configure in order to perform or create any transactions in AR. So we do have all total of 21 setups. As we proceed one by one, we will be covering like which setups required and why it is required. Like we will be highlighting these 2 points. And let's go with the very first setup, that is receivable system option configuration. So as I had, let me log in. I had performed. Let me check the password. In this instance, I had already completed my rapid implementation and assigned some GL rule in order to proceed further. As I am just going to cover only the accounts receivable setups, I will be performing all the basic setups of accounts receivable and performing one transactions. So let's proceed further with the very first setups is receivable system option configuration. Let's log in into the instance, then I will let you know like why we are performing this. As I perform rapid implementation, all the accounts will be taken from the rapid implementation set. Let me show you. Receivable system option. Search with your business unit. I do have my business or unit of Nike, I guess. And make sure there is a major bug, like if you will not give advanced option, it will be just taking Nike equal to Nike. Put it as whatever is your desired Nike US business unit. These are all the mandatory fields which we need to complete if we are doing any manual setups. So split amount, days in, days sales out, outstanding calculation, tax account, realized gain account, which we'll be using for one of the process that we'll be covering further. Realized gain account, realized loss account, tax invoice printing option, and we do have one more field, that is cash processing. Yeah, this is the one. Realized gain account, realized loss account, cross currency rounding account, invoice per commit, receipts per commit. These are all the s- mandatory field which we need to complete before proceeding further with the setups, as rapid implementation has been done for this instance and for these users. So that's the reason we are saying all this field are populated. So let's proceed further, and when we'll be covering the process part, we'll be checking like why we need these all accounts. Let's proceed further. Though so first one is already completed through the rapid implementation, and if anyone doesn't know rapid implementation, let me know. I'll be covering one of the video for rapid implementation as well. Define transaction types. So in receivables, if you want to create any transactions, like any types of transaction, debit memo, invoice, anything, we need to complete first the transaction types. Supposingly, if you are creating any of the standard invoice in payables, we don't need any types of like any types of transaction types or anything. We are just performing invoice and payment and all, debit memo, credit memo, prepayment, anything. But in receivables, If you want to perform any type of transaction, make sure that transaction type has been completed. For practicing purpose or as well as in live instance, obviously you will be completing it. But for practicing purpose, let's say if you want to test credit memo, make sure that one transaction type has been created as a credit memo so that you can perform it. I'll be showing you how. So you need to search manage transaction types. Create. This one is Nike, right? Transaction type set as common. It's nothing but a reference data set you can consider it. I hope you knows reference data set. If you don't, then let me give you one line as with the help of reference data set, we can share the setups which we have done for one business unit to another business unit by business unit set assignment. So legal entity is our Nike. Name will be taking as Nike invoice. Description also we can take it as Nike invoice. Transaction class, this is the invoice, and the same way we need to create all five. But for testing purpose, I'm just going to create invoice debit memo. I will be creating credit memo also. Why I will let you know. Invoice status as open. Why it is open? We want to perform the transaction with it. If you'll be selecting as close, we won't be able to perform any transaction. Pending means like client is just waiting. We are waiting for the client approval. Once client will be giving the approval, we'll be creating that transaction type as well. Generate bill, yes. And here we have post to GL. Why post to GL? If we will be disabling it, whatever the transaction has been created with this particular transaction type, we won't be able to see that accounting information in the GL. There's the reason post to GL checkbox is important. And open receivables. With this, you balance need to be updated in customer. Like let's say you have created a transaction with $5,000 by selecting one of the customer. After creating the transaction, if you go to the customer area and you will be seeing the outstanding amount as $5,000. But if we disable this checkbox, if you disable this checkbox and do the transaction with same customer, and this time you have created with $3,000, when you will verify it will show you as zero. System will not update the balance. Now we do have one more checkbox that is enabled by default. This means like when you create a transaction, let's say with $1,000, max I can apply the receipt on the transaction with $1,000 only. And any and this is the checkbox says allow over application means if a transaction has been created with $1,000, you can apply the receipt of $1,500 as well. System will not stop you. So these are all some of this checkbox information which are mandatory field. And as we have created Nike invoice, you need to assign to a particular business unit as well. So my business unit is Nike BUS. All the account will be taken from the rapid implementation. When you are doing manually, make sure to put all this account manually. Click on OK. Then as I want to create some more, I'll not be creating a debit memo. I will be creating a credit memo for better understanding. But as we are proceeding with the further process, we will make sure that we are creating a debit memo as well during the time of process. So let me give you one more important thing is when you are creating any of the transaction type, we are giving we are giving all the invoice, debit memo, credit memo, no, not credit memo, debit memo, chargeback, any of the thing is as a sign as positive, right? But when we are in the receivables, we need to make sure when we are creating any credit memo over here, make sure that the sign should be negative. Why it is negative? Because in receivables, credit memo are used to reduce the transaction amount. When we're doing the process, you will be getting more clarity, but you can make a note for now as it should be negative, sign should be negative, so that any of the transaction is there, we want to reduce the amount, we'll be using a credit memo. I hope I was clear, and let me know. Yeah, it's done. So, okay, we will not be creating any credit memo as well for now. During time of process, we will be covering and I will be explaining why as well. So, save and close. Then, transaction type is then. Now, the next setup is our transaction source. Why we need transaction source is just because, let's say, when you are creating any transaction, system should generate the numbering for it. That's the reason we are creating transaction source. It will help you to generate desired number as well. Let's see how. Manage transaction source. Again, the source will be common. Sorry, reference data set will be common here. Here is the numbers. What is the last number? It's 001, let's say. So it will be generating the number from second. It's Nike, right? Nike invoice. Give the description as well. And here we do have some more as imported and manual. As we are performing manual, we'll be selecting manual. And the start date, let's give a little bit back. This is then. Give the transaction type as well. Nike, yeah, Nike invoice. It's done. Then this much is okay. So these are all the field which the mandatory field which you need to complete. Once you are done, save and close. Just for numbering purpose, you can keep in mind, nothing more than that. Then now we have auto accounting rule configuration. So why we need auto accounting rule? Let's assume when you are performing any of the transactions or creating any invoice in AP. So accounts are picking from either from the business unit, right? Um, Business unit level or whatever you have given, invoice option, sorry for invoice, common option and all. These are all the areas from where the invoice will pick accounting means accounting information. Out here, what we have, whenever you create any transaction, the normal accounting entry is receivables account debit to revenue account. Okay, credit. So any of the transaction will be there, it will be picking up from here. Along with this, there are some more account which we need to perform any setups. But like initially you can set up only these two account when you are doing the manual process, and other account you can set up based on the business scenarios. If you create any transaction, system will not take account from so and so automatically. You need to make system derive the account automatically. We have to set auto accounting rule for only for the transaction, not for the receipt. Remember it, only for the transaction. I'll show you how it look like because it's a rapid one. It has picked automatically, I believe. Let me show you. Manage auto accounting rules. It's here itself. Select your business unit. Uh, Yeah. Initially, you just need to set up like receivables and revenue account. When you will be clicking the receivables, you can say it. These are the constant value of the account which system has taken as uh, from the rapid. But there are some of the requirement. Let's say account. Okay, it is not allowing. Let me create what will happen just for showing purpose. Let's take Nike business unit account type. So what other account we have? And we'll be taking deferred tax. Okay, yeah. Here is one of the important factors. These are all the area from where the account can be picked. Currently, we have system has taken as a constant value, but there are some more places like from where the account should be picking it. Remittance bank, transaction type which you have created, salesperson or customer side, standard line or text. I just wanted to show you this all thing because this is one of the important factor for auto accounting rule. System has taken constant, so it's looking easy, but mostly we can select this as well. So this is all about auto accounting rule. Next we have payment terms. So in payment terms, um, same like whatever the whatever in AP we have created a payment terms, same we are creating for customer as well. Let's say one of the customer is there. We need to make sure that the payment terms has been assigned to it, like when they are going to make the payment, um, how to calculate the due date, discount, all this. Let's see. So manage payment terms, receivable payment terms. S- We can take it as a common for now. Then this one is Nike immediate payment term. Billing cycle, if you have created, it's okay, but it's not a mandatory fill. After this, we will be creating it. Discount basis, it should be always on invoice amount and installment. Include tax and freight in first installment. Now we have payment schedule. Like as it is a immediate, we will be scheduling at 0. Days should be 0, 100% in 0 days, immediate payment. Any of the discount if you want to make, it's okay. Or no, then save and close. You can give, let me show discount as well. You can give the discount over here like 10, 20 if you are paying making the payment as within 2 days, 3 days. So I'm not making it is immediate, so I will just close this one. Then save and close. Our payment terms has been calculated. Now let's go to the second setups, next setups, which is statement cycle. Now why we create statement cycle is, let's say we want to send the statement to the customer whether in a monthly basis or weekly basis or quarterly basis. All those details we are going to be setting up in statement cycle. Then manage statement. Yeah, let's create one statement cycle. Here we will be setting up as, let's say, Nike and DHLY monthly. We will be setting on monthly basis. Give it as monthly and assign to a particular business unit. We do have Nike. Yeah, and statement cycle date. On which date you want to like send the statement. And give today's date. Done. Description. Let me add it. Then save. Save and attribute interval and save. Okay. Then let me check it has been created. Yep. So we are done with the statement cycle. Nothing much with the statement cycle. Now we do have create a collector. So for every customer we have to assign like the collector. The collector will take the responsibility to take the payment from the customer. Let's say you have 10 customer, okay, and out of 10 customer, five are good. You can consider it as a good customer. Five are as a bad debts, you can say. So whenever you want to collect the payment from that particular five bad customer, that time we can take the help of the collector. Collector will take the responsibility to take the payment from the customer. They will be following up on daily basis or monthly basis, however they want. So collector is nothing. Let me show you. We just need to convert one employee user to a collector, I believe. Let's check. Manage collector. Just assign one collector. Here will be nine collector. Okay, collector name is this, and whether it is an employee user or not. If I haven't converted my user as an employee user, you won't be able to see it. This nine. Click OK. And collector set. Let's take common. Save and close. So done. This is also done. But make sure once you are done with all this collector creation and all, and if you are not taking here as a common set, make sure go to the manage business unit set assignment and change the reference data set as well. Otherwise, it will not work. I am taking common everywhere. That's the reason I don't have any issues. During the time of create customer only, I will be taking as I will be creating a reference data set. I will let you know why. Now create customer profile class. Why we are creating customer profile class is just because when you are creating a customer, you need to assign all this to a customer as well. Instead of assigning one by one all these three, we will be assigning these three to the customer profile class, and during the time of creation of the customer, we'll be assigning only the customer profile class to the customer. And all these three will be a part of that particular customer profile class. Let's see how. Manage customer profile class. No, it's not. Maybe yeah. Click on create. Give us Nike customer profile class. Description also should be same. What was your collector? It was Nike collector. Payment terms was Nike immediate. Statement cycle also we do have. Nike monthly. These are all the details we need to set up. Late charges and all are a different topic that we will not be covering now. Completed. Then save and close. Now we need to create a reference data set. Why we are creating a reference data set? Just because during the time of creation of the customer, we won't be able to see the common reference data set. We can see some other reference data set, but not common. So we'll be creating one reference data set, and during the time of creation of the customer, we'll be assigning that reference data set to the customer and assigning the same reference data set to business unit as well. Let's go one by one. Create reference data set for the customer. So the task lead manage reference data set. Create it. Let's say Nike RDS. Nike. It's already there. That should be in uppercase. Paste. We are done with the creation. Now, as we are done with the creation of the reference data set, assign the same reference data set to the business unit first. Now, let's make this more. Now it looks okay. The task lead is manage business unit set assignment. Yeah, select your BU. I do have only one BU. Let's search. Select it, save and close. Now, as you can see, all are in common. Out from common, we do have, oh, okay, many people are created here normally. Okay, so search for customer account site. Customer account site. So here we need to give it as Nike, whatever we have created. Nike. Okay, let's search it. Nike ideas. Here it has already been assigned as common, but during the time of creation of the customer, we won't be able to see the common reference data set. So once we are done, save and close. It's done. Okay, this one is done assigning to RDS as well. Now let's create one customer. So I hope I don't need to give any explanation on this, but still I will be giving it. Customer is someone to whom we are providing the service. In return, they will be paying us. So you can take this as well. And in AP version, supplier is someone from whom we are taking the services, and we are in return we are giving paying to them as check or bank or whatever cash and all. So let's create a customer. Mm, Customer. Yeah, manage customers as for the task. and this is the details of all the manage customer tasks. Click on create. Give the name of a customer. Let's give our Nike customer one. Then give reference data set. Now search here. Come on. As I had already mentioned, we won't be able to see the common reference data set over here. That's the reason we have created a reference data set for the customer and we had assigned to the business unit. Now we need to add that reference data set. Nike. See, we can see Nike. Then give the postal code. Let's take something 500. Then now give the address purpose as well. Bill to, and we are going to bill to the customer, event ship to also. We are going to deliver the items also as well. Give the site when you are delivering the item. Where it is taking this? Okay, let's take it. Done. Nothing we had missed. Then save and close. Once you are done with the creation of the customer, you need to create account. You need to click on the account area and click on this account number. Click on it. Here you can see all the details. You just need to go to the profile history. As you can see the profile history by default over here, click on action, correct record. Why we are correcting is because we want to provide our customer class, customer profile class which we have created. As you can see by default it has taken collector something else. Yeah, statement cycle it hasn't taken, payment terms it hasn't taken. So just search your customer profile class and click on yes. Now see Nike collector, Nike immediate and Nike monthly. So all the details that came in the one shot. That was the purpose of creating the customer profile class. Done. Now save and close. We are done with this as well. Now go to the site area. Where is the site? Yeah. Here you can see profile history. You just need to click on here. Create site profile. It is taken automatically. Everything save and close. Taken all the details. Now save and close. Done. We're done with the creation of the customer. Even with the site as well, we have created now. Customer created, site created, address created. Yes. Now we have remit to address. We have created a collector who will be keeping track of collecting the payment from the customer. But where the customer had to send the payment, that is also a big part. So that we call as remit to address. When customer has to send the payment that we created in the system as a remit to address. Let's create that. Manage remit. Yeah, remit to address. Click on create. Here we have all the details. Here you can use common. Use common. Give the postal code. Let's take this. So we are done with all the details. Anything we had missed? No, 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 no. So done. Click on save and close. Remit to address has been created. Now we need to create a standard memo line. We have delivered the items and all. Okay. And let me check one time. Remit to address as well. It has been created. Click on search one time. Bell has been created. Bell Nike Nike. Didn't create it, I guess. Didn't create it what? Okay, we'll see it. If it didn't create it, then we'll be creating again. But I believe this is the one. Let's make it more clear. Mhm. Okay, let's proceed further first. Done. We have created with the remit to address. Now we do need to create the standard memo line creation. Let's say when we are dealing with the items, you can select the items from inventory and you can create transaction. But memo line will be defining the services. Let's say you have given the services to the customer that is not a part of the inventory items that we can create as a memo line, and during the time of creation of the transactions we'll be selecting that memo line information that we have provided the services and we can record the transactions. Let's create a standard memo line. Let me refresh once. Yeah. Create a memo line. Nike, select common. Nike memo line. Give the description as well. Then if you want to give any unit of measures, you can give it, bundle, bag, anything, and assign to your particular business unit. Now business unit is Nike. Select Nike. Yeah. Click OK. Create it. Save and close. Then done. We're done with the creation of the standard memo line. Now let's talk about receivable activities. Whatever we create in AI that you can call as a receivable activities, but primarily what we record as a transaction and receive. For example, you had given discount to customer that you can track as a receivable activities. You can give the discount, or else after discount you can give discount earn, like whatever the discount you have given, discount given, earn discount, whether the discount has been earned or whether it is an unearned discount. So that types of details you can mention in receivable activities. And primarily We are creating earned discount, and unearned discount is just because like it is a part of our mandatory setups which we need to give it in our further setups as well. So let's create earned discount and unearned discount, and during the time of process you will be seeing like whenever the earned discount will come into the picture, it will be picking up from receivable activities that particular account. Let's see that. Manage receivable activities, not there. Receive. Yeah, let me show you something. Yeah, these are all the receivable activities which you can create, and whenever these are all the scenarios will come into the picture, it will be picking the account from this area. For now, we are creating earned discount and unearned discount, and there are some more like refund will be coming into the picture as a part of a process. Then there are some more adjustment will in this way. Miscellaneous cash will come. Late charge when you are implementing any late charges, then you need to create these late charges as a receivable activities. Let's create as for now on discount and unearned discount. Nike. This one is on discount. Create one more as an earned discount. 7 close. We are done with the creation of the receivable activity. Yeah, we are done with the creation of the receivable activities. Now we do have a receipt class and method. Why we are creating a receipt class and method is just because how you are going to create a receipt, whether you are going to create a receipt manual process or automatic process, you want to do the bank statement reconciliations or not, or mm, like what are the all the information you want to set up in the receipt class, that you can set up in the receipt class and method. With the receipt class method itself, we need these two receivable activities what we have created now. Let's see. Receipt class and method, right? Manage class name should be receipt class and method. Receipt class. Nope. Now, yes. Manage receipt class and method. Click on here, create. Let's give here Nike, Nike receipt class. Creation method manual, automatic, manual, remittance, no remittance. Remittance, no remittance means whatever the transaction we will be creating, it will be proceeding directly to the cash management for reconciliation purposes. Or else, if you are selecting other factors and all, then then you need to run a process. We are selecting as non-remittance and directly clearance method. Oh, sorry. Clearance method should be by matching. Yes. Now create receive method. We'll be taking as Nike check method. Printed will be, let's say, take same and assign your remittance bank account. In which account it will be coming. And it should be Nike business unit. Bank account. Oh shit, I haven't created any bank account. So what we'll be doing now, let's duplicate it because I had just performed the GL setups for this Nike user. I haven't performed any of the AP setups, otherwise I would have created a bank account as well. Let's create a bank account. It will not take much time. Manage banks, create a bank. United. Then save and close. Then this was our where yeah. Now create a branch for it. Let's take for now any of the number. Save and close. You must enter. Yeah, that's the reason I was in doubt. You must enter a valid for. That's the reason I was searching it. Valid routing number. Let me search it. Just give me a moment. Routing. I got one. Let me take it. It's 125 000 105. Save and close. Now it will take it. Should take it, yeah. Then view the branch and we will be creating one account as well. Create Nike corporate account number. Let's take currency should be US. Legal entity is our Nike US legal entity. So then yeah, we don't need any multi currency and all for now. Sorry, payables and receivables. As we are performing receivable transaction, enable the checkbox as receivables. Security, like whether you want to secure the bank account by user or the role purpose, that we will be covering once we are complete with all the basic setups process. It's a long journey now. Nike, then okay, no need. Click OK. General, let's go. Payment document. Let's take Nike. Check format. Let's take check. No, then it should be standard check. Yep. Then. Oh, this one not needed. Give the first number of the check page till last number. Then create. Okay. Then save and close. So we are done with the creation of the bank account. Cancel this. Add it. Okay. I need to create again. Receipt class and method. Nike receipt class. Manual directly give it as matching. Then give it here as Like check, print will come same, business unit. Yeah, now let's search for our bank account as we are done with the creation. It is showing only one bank account. Why, just because only one bank account has been assigned to our particular business unit. And whenever you are selecting the business unit, the system is searching whatever the bank account has been assigned to a particular business unit. If we would have assigned, let's say, 10 bank account to a particular business unit, means Nike business unit, then you would have seen all the particular 10 bank account. Then account will be same. So as we are done, and we need to give, I believe, the remittance also. Mhm. Yeah, it's there. Click OK. And why you have created earn discount and earn discount as receivable activities? Just because when we'll be proceeding further with the remittance bank account, we won't be able to provide it. Now you can see Nike and earn discount has came into the picture, and Nike earn discount also had has came. We are done. Save and close. We are done with the remittance class and remittance classes and method as well. Now, then I will not create this as it is not a part of mandatory setups, but I want to explain little bit so that you will not be able to confuse in future purpose. So with the help of receivable activities and the same like as we are sorry, receive source same, like you will be able to generate the numbering for receipt purpose. Ideally, we should not need this, but whenever you are performing with any kind of batch, we are creating a receipt with a batch. That concept will help us if we are creating any receipt source. But ideally, we should not need right now. This functionality, like we need this functionality we can use, but not now, not now, as we are not going to test any of the process. So I will just let me show you one so that I can mark it here as done. Okay, receive, not happen. Let's refresh. Yeah, source. There is nothing much detail. Give the business unit, give the name, description. Let me create one. Nine source done. Receipt class and method which you had, sorry, which we have created. Yeah, this is the one method which you had created. Nike check bank account as well. Done, and click save and close. We are done with the creation of the receipt class and method. Oh, sorry again. It's a receipt source. Why I'm talking here every time as receipt class and method. Now, assign AR role to a particular user. So, what are the seeded AR role? It's billing manager, billing specialist, collection agent. Let me write billing manager, billing specialist, collection agent, accounts receivable manager and receivable specialist. Then let's assign all this five seeded role to our user. Let's assign it tools, security console, user, and this is Nike user. Click on edit. I had already assigned all this role previously. Now let's assign all the role. Billing manager, billing specialist is not a part of this instance, but you can test. We do have in another instance all these five rules. Let's assign whatever we have over here. Accounts receivable, yeah, manager, accounts receivable specialist, then collection agent. We do have billing manager and billing specialist. I believe it was not there. Billing manager only we have. Okay, these are the rule enough. But make sure when you are testing in any of the instance, cross check billing manager and billing specialist as well. Save and close. So we had assigned our role to the user. Right. Now assign business unit to user role means give data access. Otherwise, even though you had assigned the role to the user, your user will only be able to perform any transaction or any of the task. Now give it manage data access for user. Yes, click here, add. Search your user. My one is Nike. Then we have assigned only three, right? So one was accounts receivables manager, and assign it's running to the BU level, assigned to our BU like Nike. Again, it will be Nike. Then accounts receivable specialist, Nike. Oh, yeah. Now we do have one more rule that is collection agent, BU level. Save and close. Done. So we are done with that. Now what is run LDAP? LDAP. LDAP means we will be searching this task as run user role synchronized processes as we have just given the data access set. Click on submit. It was submitted. Yeah. Now once you had submitted, make sure to sign out and sign in one time at least. Then now the last step is open a receivables period. We can open the receivable period from GL as well, but let's go and open the period from accounts receivables. Go to the navigator, Search for receivables as we have done. Okay, Dean came yet. You have run the synchronization and everything has been completed. Okay, ideally it should come. Nike, right? Nike business unit already done. General accounting, it has came. Let's sign out and sign in one more time. Mm. Okay. General accounting. Yeah. Let me check why it is not coming up. Data access for user. Nike. Hmm. So already has been done. What is missing up then? Nike. Then manager. Let's let's give this. We didn't game yet. No. Let's run one more time synchronization. Submit. Ideally, it should come. It should not take this much time. If it is taking this much time, and there is nothing much with the setups related as well. Because if you assign the role, you should be able to see all the 2 3 tasks. But I'm unable to see in receivables. Yeah, it has came finally. So it has taken a bit long time. And whatever the last data access I had given, ideally it should not require focus when you are practicing in any of the instance. These 5 rule. So now we can see all the um, tasks which we can perform. So click on accounts receivables, click on the task list, and click on manage accounting period. As we should open the first period, Nike. The first period we have January 25. Click on OK and wait. Wait a bit. So here is the first period which we have opened, and the other period as future enterable. Done. So we have created a We had opened the period as well. Getting my point. Yes. So we are done with all the configuration setups. Now, after that, we can perform all the process which we can proceed further, but not as a part of this video, as I believe this video is very long now. Yes, 1 minute, 1 hour, 5 minutes. So let's create one transaction and one receipt. Done, right? Yeah, done. So then let's create a transaction. So here we we will be creating all the transaction now. Here you can see credit memo, debit memo now, but we have just created a invoice transaction type, so we'll be selecting invoice. Click on where is our BO? Yes, yeah. Transaction source as Nike. Okay, yeah, Nike invoice. Done. We have created a customer as well. Click on that. All the customer details has been came automatically. We are dealing with US dollar. Now invoice line. Give the description as, oh, let me show you one first. Remember we had already talking about like memo line. What is memo line? So here we have whatever the memo line we have created. Yes, the memo line. When you ever you will be selecting it, see, item area has been disabled or freeze. Getting my point? Let's delete this. Item area is there now. Description is test 0001. Memo line is there. Give the quantity as 1. Unit price, let's say 10. Done. Got it. Now complete and review. For the first transaction, it is to take time. Now post to ledger if you want. And check the accounting. Receivable account to revenue account. That's the reason I was talking like ideally we should first set up a receivable account and revenue account in auto accounting rules configuration. Done. We are done with the creation of the receipt. Now save and close. Transaction number is 1. Why it is 1? We had given as a source as 1. When we are creating the transaction type and transaction source, we have given as 1. Click on OK. Now create a receipt. One receipt as well. Create a receipt. Select the business unit, all the details what you it seems like it will be popping up automatically like one by one. Let's take in nine US business unit. Yeah. Receipt method what we had created one, right? Only one receipt method, so it's came receipt number you can give as 87. What was the amount? It was $10. Done. Nothing more details. Give the customer name if all the details has came. Site. Done. Now click on drop down. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Submit and apply manually. Click on add open receivables. So let's search with the customer if it is coming anything. Yeah, one invoice. Click on add, click on done. So we had applied 10, accounted amount, total applied amount is 10, unapplied is 0, means at the end gain or exchange loss is 0. On 10 rupees transaction, we had applied 10 amount. So there is no discount, no amount due. These are all the details. Then once you now nothing much, you will be just clicking on save and close and create accounting. Let us see. Let me show you. Click on save. So we are done. You want to post the ledger, post to the ledger, anything if you want. Post to ledger if you want. It has been accounted. Remitted cash to receivables, and it has went to the cash management area. Once it will be reconciled in the cash management area, then the accounting entry will be changed. Remitted cash will not be a part of any picture. It will be knocking off, I believe. Done. And then save and close. In the I just created one transaction and one receipt for clarity purpose, whether all the setups which we had performed was correct or not. So in this way we can see all the setups were right. Now in the next topic we will be covering all the processes which are a part of accounts receivables, and we will be focusing at least 5 to 10 processes for more clarity purpose. It's not like we'll be just testing one transaction or one receipt. We'll be focusing on some more as well. Mm, in this way, like credit memo, debit memo, in this way we'll be creating some more transaction source. Yeah, this is all, and there will be some chargeback as well. Why we are creating a chargeback, how to record a miscellaneous receipt, how to do the reversal of a standard memo, write-off, aging method. There are many. There are many. I will be selecting at least 5 to 10 detailing one. And thanks everyone. Thanks for watching the channel and watching the video. If you had liked the video, please do like, subscribe, and share it out. And let me know if any of the additional topic or some of the topic which you guys want I should be making a video, and I will be focusing on that as well. And thank you. Hope you had liked the video.